Hello everyone, and welcome to Fableheim. You join me in a new story. ARIA Chronicles is a JRPG that released on July 12th, and I am very interested in it. I just finished the tutorial because there's a lot of talking and not a whole lot of doing. So I wanted to get that out of the way, and you can join us where the story really begins. To get you up with the introduction, we are playing as ARIA. She is a princess that is on a pilgrimage to prove her worth, to sit upon the throne of wherever we are. And on our way to our pilgrimage, we were stopped by a curious totem that had markings on it and scared off our horses. We ran into a ranger who helped us reach the city. And now we're here to investigate and make some new friends. Probably. We'll try. So those you caught up on the story, let me explain real quick what's happening. We get to choose from 11 classes. There are a lot of classes. And I chose Druid because it's awesome. And I love Druids. It's basically a hybrid offensive healer. And then we also have our precious knight, our loyal guardian, Tila, who is a paladin, which is basically an offensive tank. And that's the plan. If you're here because of the JRPG element, welcome. You're going to have a lot of fun. If you're here because of the Darkest Dungeon element that I mentioned in the title, then you have to wait a little bit for combat. You'll see it though when we get to the dungeon. Trust me. Welcome. I am Stephen, the butler. How may I serve you? Also, there's no English voice, so I'm going to be talking a lot through the dialogue. Sorry if that bugs you. We came to see Lord Tyler. Master Tyler said that he doesn't want to meet anyone right now. As such, I cannot allow anyone to see him at present. I'm terribly sorry. This is Her Highness ARIA, the Princess of Tamageria. If you're going to refuse Her Highness's request, you must have a better reason than that. Her Highness ARIA? This is... Please excuse me. I am so sorry that I didn't notice. Please excuse my rudeness. Typical royalty stuff. No, you're fine. I should have revealed my identity first. So, where is Lord Tyler? Well, actually, Master Tyler is gone. Whoosh, just gone. What happened? I don't know what happened either. He suddenly disappeared 3 days ago. I haven't heard from him since then. Ayashi. So you mean he's missing? Doesn't that constitute an emergency? Our lovely little clerk who's here, who I completely forgot about. But there is no trace of resistance or conflict in the house. It's possible that he went out somewhere for a while, but I have no way of knowing for sure. However, there was a strange note, with a strange pattern on it left here. I've seen this pattern. That was the pattern that was on the totem. That interrupted our pilgrimage. So you know what this is? Nope. It's the same pattern we saw on the totem in the giant tree forest. Why is this pattern here? Great question, Aria. What does this mean? Look at him writing. Could something bad have happened to Master Tyler? I haven't told anyone that Master Tyler has disappeared yet. I don't want to cause the villagers to panic. Probably a good idea. Don't worry, Stephen. Stephen? The only thing we can do now is pray that he is safe. Or, go find him. We should go have a look around the village for any clues. Thank you, Your Highness. If you need any help, please ask me anytime. I'm not sure if this is actual dialogue or if he's going to be our hint dude. I can't believe Lord Tyler is missing, and that pattern It's a suspicious incident, but the purpose of our trip is the pilgrimage. We're not here to find missing persons. Ever practical. Averting our eyes from this issue and continuing the pilgrimage, that would go against the very purpose of this trip. Everything that happens on this journey will help to determine if I am qualified to take over the throne of Tamageria. Forgive me. I didn't give it enough thought. Then we need to investigate that totem again. That's the only lead we have right now. I think so too. It's too dangerous to go on our own. Let's bring a guard. A guard? There should be some mercenaries in the village. They usually take on missions at the tavern. We can conscript them in the name of His Majesty. It shouldn't be difficult. Conscript? We're not at war. How about paying and hiring them? Boo. You're right. Tila, you keep making mistakes today. Gerom, go back to the village and investigate the visitor records and try to find any traces of Tyler. Jeez, don't take it out on me. Tila, don't be too harsh on Gerom. He's still young and working hard to be a clerk. I am not satisfied with him. He may be talented, but why did they have to choose a child? I guess His Majesty had something in mind when he made that decision. Shall we go to the tavern? Ah, the tavern. Welcome. Please have a seat. Anywhere. Oh? I don't think I've seen you before. Are you guys new to Latebra? Yes, I am ARIA, and this is Tila. I came on a pilgrimage from the capital. Oh, really? You're a long way from the capital now. Did you say ARIA? I feel like I've heard that name before. You're about to hear it again. She is Tamageria's Tila. We'll take forever if we keep introducing ourselves to everyone we meet. Be sure to reveal our identities only when necessary. I understand. We want to hire some mercenaries. Who should I talk to? Mercenaries? Adventurers often come through Latebra. What do you need them for? Oh, you know, just a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Since we're going to investigate the giant tree forest near here, we're looking for a guard to protect us. You're too honest for your own good, ARIA. Just a guard? That isn't a difficult job. There's a bulletin board on the wall with a hero list you can use to hire someone. Please take a look. Alright, so, if you are familiar with Darkest Dungeon, these are your heroes. It's your cart thing. Or, if you're familiar with Etching Odyssey, these are your dudes. Unfortunately, I don't like that you can't name them, but, oh well, 'tis what it is. As for what we have here, we have an Invoker. Ooh. This is the DLC class, and it's bizarre. But I like bizarre. I kind of want to take it. So let's grab the Ranger's Reliable. Oh, I have to go down here. So we want the Ranger, we want... Monks are cool. Weird, but cool. Did I just buy a monk? I did. Okay. We can have 5 in our party, and there's a front and a back line. The maximum is 3, but you can only, since you can only have 5 people active at once, if you have 3 in your front line, then you'll have 2 in your back line. I think I'm going to go 2 front line, 3 back line. That's usually what I do in games like this. Actually, is it? Good question. I don't know. But the reason why I brought up Darkest Dungeon is because you can upgrade all of the city features to do better things. Like, for example, for 500 gold, we can make it so the max level of heroes on the higher list will be increased to 3. And the amount will be increased to 6. I could refresh, but oh, I can't yet. We're still technically in like tutorialish territory, so not everything is here yet. Well, the heroes are ready, so let's go. Hey, wait, you guys are gonna leave without me? Gerom, I told you to go deal with the records. I already finished that. Piece of cake. You'd better be doing a good job. Don't worry, I always work hard. Great job. Alright, who's ready to go? Before that, we should prepare our equipment and supplies. Let's head to the smithy. I like the smithy. I'm Emma. I own this place. What are you ladies looking for? A weapon. The bigger the better. Why is she so stuck up? This is the Princess of Tamageria. Please extend your courtesy to the royal family. Tila. Her Highness. Oh yeah. You do look a bit like King Patrick when he was younger. Ooh, an old flame, perhaps? When His Majesty was young? You knew him when he was young? Long ago, before King Patrick sat on the throne, he came to Lantebra. That's when I met him. That must have been a really long time ago. Hey, that must have been over 40 years ago. Yeah, as the Paladin says, this all happened a long time ago. Don't mind me, it's no big deal. By the way, what is the princess doing in such a distant village? We are in the middle of a pilgrimage. The pilgrimage? The day we call our princess Her Majesty instead may not be so far away. So what do you need my help with? Again, a weapon. The bigger, the better. I'm looking for some equipment. I need to explore the giant tree forest outside the village. In that case, you'll need weapons and defensive equipment to fight monsters. Check out what I've got in stock. Okay, so here in the equipment store, you can just buy equipment, obviously, but you can also craft equipment. And to upgrade the store, which we're going to do, we'll get bonus items in the store, which are things that are just, you know, down here. And we can craft new recipes. So, we don't have anything yet. Actually, I think I do have some copper from the tutorial. But we want weapons of the damaging variety. The monk doesn't use weapons, they get an additional accessory slot, which I don't know how good or bad that is. I only played like through the first real quest, just to get a hint for what's going on. So I guess I'll get a wooden staff for our... I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. It's a good thing that we bought two spellcasters. By the way, there are a lot of talents and spells and combinations and stats and debuffs and buffs and attributes. Just... we'll go over it one at a time. When an ally defeats an enemy, gain 2 health and 1 MP. This is for our Invoker. The Invoker is weird, as I mentioned. Basically, with the Invoker, you have to use Arcane Thirst, which is a focusing type thing. You focus your mana, and then you can use one of your abilities. Specifically one of these Arcane Arrow, Summon Familiar, Arcane Wave abilities, which are very, very powerful. It says, can your teammates survive without you for 1 turn? The real question. Incite and circulation of ki within and recover HP plus 1 HP each turn. If you're familiar with Diablo 3, that's basically what the talents are. Almost exactly. You have 4 slots, and you have a bunch of talents, and you get to pick and choose. Combine them all together to create greatness. For our ranger friend, if an attack misses, get accuracy plus 50%, crit rate plus 30% on the next turn. That's probably pretty useful against evasive enemies, actually, believe it or not. So we want to go... Aria. Give me my stick. You can have a stick as well. Even though you already have a stick, that's just not a real stick. That's a pretend stick. I do really like that you can have a staff and an offhand, and for spellcasters it's an orb. I really like that. I've missed that in video games. Why do staffs all have to be two-handed? Who decided that? Alright, we're going to the alchemy shop, and I have a tendency to... what's the word? Neglect the alchemy shop. In basically every game. I probably shouldn't, but oh, also we are playing on normal difficulty. There's easy, normal, and hard, and it can be changed while you're playing, so if we find ourselves breezing on through, we can try and upgrade it. Increase it. There are a lot of strange things here. What is this? Oh! Oi! Stop touching my stuff. Eh? Such a shame that a kid would stoop to thievery, you little scoundrel. Hey, stop! Let me go! He's so terrified. Calm down. Who are you? This little thief's friends? Why are you so judgmental, bro? We are travelers from the capital. The capital? Oh, you're finally here. I've been waiting for you. Living in the countryside is so inconvenient. It takes so long to get things delivered. That's not why I'm here. Eh? Yeah, that's a great response. Why are you just standing there? Did you bring the medicine I ordered last month? I think I lost the voice. We are not here for a delivery. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm pretty hard of hearing these days. Did you come all the way out here to sightsee? I'll never understand city folk. Did you come here to look at the scenery? We are no tourists. We are on a pilgrimage. This is going nowhere. Let's just tell him what we need. Good job, old man. You sufficiently terrified Gerom. I'm looking for equipment to explore the giant tree forest. Oh, I see. Welcome to the Alchemy Lab of Alchemist Chris. Here you will find everything you need to explore. Probably. An alchemist? I never heard about that in the city. Are you sure we can trust this old man? She's in a looping sigh. I know that feeling, Tila. Come on, what are you doing? Come see my goods, quickly. Okay. So, these are all consumables items. I think the key is the only thing I was buying. Those are health potions, key to open chance shovels to get rid of obstacles, antidotes to remove bleed or poison, and get resistance, apparently. And the clothespin can be used to revive a fallen ally. Why it's a clothespin? Don't know. You can also craft here, making your own things, and upgrading them increases the stock and additional crafting items like this healing powder. So I do think it's worth investing in the Alchemy Lab, but we'll see what happens there. We're all set. Ready to go? You can proceed with the quest by selecting Expedition. You can only select one quest for now. Let's get going. Also, the fourth wall breaks a few times. So don't be too surprised. Alright. Embark on an expedition. Another thing real quick. Oh, I can talk about that in the game. In the thingy. The main quest. Finally. Only 18 minutes in. I'm probably just going to timestamp to this so people can get here without having to listen to me. Oops. Alright. Here's all of our friends. All of our mentality. And we're going to go find the source, well, attempt to find the source of corruption. Alright, welcome to the dungeon. If you skipped a bit ahead, hi. One thing I want to talk about real quick. This left bar here is our stamina, which, if we're comparing it to Darkest Dungeon, like the torch, but the only bad things happen when you run out of stamina, so keep that in mind. Lady ARIA, do you mind if I give you some pointers as we continue on our journey? I don't need it. Of course not. You don't need to ask for my permission for everything, Tila. If you move or take a specific action, yeah, I know. When a hero's mental state degrades, they become hysteric. They may act on their own or leave the mission. You should try your best not to deplete all of your stamina. How can I restore stamina? Your stamina can be restored at a bonfire. Save your game. I've heard that there may also be other ways that have yet to be discovered. As long as you reduce unnecessary movements and pay attention to your stamina, there should be no problem. When you wish to check your remaining stamina, refer to the stamina icon and gauge on the left side of the screen. Screen? Icon? Who are you talking to? Never mind. Fourth wall, goodbye. So yes, the stamina indicates stamina, and down here we have our mentality. It's at normal, so there's no change, but there's normal, well, there's rested at the most, the highest. It gives a few stats, like 5 accuracy and 5 crit, I think, and then it will increase bonus or gained experience, which is very nifty because you're going to have to level a few people. There's also normal, where there's no changes, unhappy, don't know what that is, and hysteric, don't know what that is either, but they both sound bad. Hey, look, here's the bonfire. We found it really fast. Now, the reason we can see the map, which is over here, the reason we can see part of it is because of one of our expedition abilities. Not you. It could be the Druids. I think it's Aria. Has a grasp on the rough terrain of the dungeons. The monk is awesome. Stamina is not depleted when you move through a zone that you have visited before. That makes it a lot easier to fully explore dungeons. And here is combat. You don't need to be there. I forgot to fix that. We have regeneration because Aria is a druid and our talent procs at the start of combat. And yeah, so if you're familiar with Etrian Odyssey, this is basically the rose just in, 3D form. So, I don't like you being here, bro. On the back, and there are abilities that affect just one line. So, real quick. Oh, I can't. We're still in a tutorial? Alright. I'm just going to assume that they're weak to lightning? Sure. Free actions are things that can be used on that turn, like Elementa Arrowhead, and it costs no action points, so I call it free. Then you can attack. Oh, now I can see it. They're weak to fire and lightning. Alright, good call. And when you one-shot something or you overkill something, you get bonus experience. So you are incentivized to be good. Poor Aria. Alright, Monk, what do you do again? A huge heat wave and attack to deal physical damage with a chance to inflict bleed and electrocute. Nice. Alright. Our good old Paladin. I actually really like Crusader Strike from the Paladin. It deals increased damage when the target is full health, so I like opening with it. Like on this dude. Well, I missed. As for the Druids, so far we have some healing. They aren't like a direct healer. They apply regeneration, but they also do some... Like they heal, and then they'll regenerate. Does that make sense? Also, whenever you use an ability with the Druid, you have Do, which is a 3-turn just recover 1 MP. That might only be when you heal someone. And for the Invoker, we're not going to sit here. We'll just let him die. Ah, it's only 2. Electrocute. Electrocuted characters are unable to use skills. I did know that one, but there are a bunch of them that I don't know. Like this. While using concentration skills, you will not be able to act for the duration of the skill. If you're interrupted by Electrocute, Mesmerize, or Stun, your concentration will be broken. Okay, that's good to know. What is this doing? Concentrate for the duration of the buff. Deals on every character's turn. Okay. I'll just punch you then. Right. They got punched. So we had one one-shot kill, which gave us some bonus experience. Good. We're going to collect some more. Oh yeah, and interacting with anything in the map also takes stamina. So that's important to keep in mind. There are some things that are probably just not worth interacting. Like this. The stump. Under normal circumstances, I don't know if I would interact with that. Because this is a small map. Very small. Was that a snake? I didn't see any snake. That's weird. I'm sure there was a totem here a while ago. You're right, it's gone. Did someone move it? There are footprints leading farther into the forest. It must have been made by whomever took them. This is the only clue left for us. Let's follow the footprints. Onward! Why did you have to say that? This doesn't seem dangerous. I mean, it doesn't. But the moment you say something like that, you jinx yourself. Doesn't he know that? Anime 101. A beast. 3 beasts. Actually. They are weak to darkness. Okay. Well, our ranger friend can't do darkness exactly. Install bear trap on your allies. When an enemy melee attacks allies installed with a bear trap, they will take physical damage and be stunned. Oh. Interesting synergies. Let's set him on fire, shall we? No, let's frostbite him. I don't actually know what it does. Characters with frostbite have reduced speed and evasion. Oh, that makes sense. You can do dark, though. Yep. Hadouken! That's all I saw. We do have this cool ability, Thunderstorm. And you summon a storm, and then it just zaps something at the end of the round. Which I guess we'll do. Zap this one. I might as well start doing this. There's no penalty. Oh look, he's doing a little jig. Overkill. If you defeat an enemy by inflicting massive damage with their health is low, overkill will be displayed. Depending on the number of enemies overkill, you'll gain bonus experience, gold, and items. No, I didn't know about that. I just thought it was experience. There are various types of debuffs. Most will reduce or weaken a hero's attribute. Duh, that's why it's called a debuff. What does this do? Target self. Oh. Plus 250% aggro. That sounds like a thing a ranger doesn't want. I'm gonna Hadouken again. And I guess I'm just gonna... No. We'll heal. Oh, Paladins also have things that happen like every turn. I want to zap it. Oh, this will be overkill. Watch this. 32. Yeah, Invoker's good. Again, there's a huge, like, opportunity cost sometimes for using the Invoker's Arcane Thirst. But I mean, it's good. I'll drink the water, sure. The healing pond healed us a tiny bit. Just a small bit. The Invoker... Wait, can I change this? Mid. Yes. I want you to be back here. There we go. Monk and Tila are alone up front. That's fine. Ooh, armor. Can I equip that mid thingy? I can. Nice. Nice. A treasure chest. It's pretty easy to spot, to be honest. More plate. All right. You're right. Right. We'll take the bonfire. It doesn't fully replenish your stamina, but it's pretty big. There are a lot of energetic beasts here. He says there's nothing. Something seems suspicious. Really? What do we have? Magic resist. Alright. Dun da da dun. Look, there's someone over there. A few someones, it looks like. There are too many. Let's go hide and observe what's going on. Everyone's wearing the same mask. I have a bad feeling about this. You also don't say that. It raises a flag. I have a report, Sir Bale. Speak. Everything is going as planned, but one of the installation sites was found by travelers. We retrieved it. Travelers? Why didn't you deal with them? Well, actually, they weren't just simple travelers. There was a paladin among them. Paladin or not, if you overwhelm them with numbers, no one should be able to resist. Your lack of faith is sure to disappoint Lord Axum. Axum? Axum, a question? Never forget that we are working in the name of justice. To fulfill that justice, some sacrifices are inevitable. I understand. What are they doing? Be quiet, Gerom. Fools. Trying to spy on us. What? What? Oh no, they found us. I will report to Lord Axon. Go. Clean them up. Prepare for battle. Alright. Time for combat. Let's see. Weakness, darkness, and only darkness. Alright. So I'm gonna set them on fire. Maybe I should have tried to execute the spellcaster. That might have been the smart move. Burn characters take fire damage each turn. You don't say. Oi. They have arrived. Who's they? 79%. Do I take the 79%? Probably won't even kill it. Oh, there's also armor, which I'm pretty sure just reduces the physical damage. I think. I actually don't quite understand it that well. I'm gonna bop you. And I'll summon a lightning storm. Maybe it'll give me a good zap. It would hit the one thing that hasn't been hit yet. Ooh. Oh yeah, see, the armor blocked it. Bye-bye. So that's good to know. Dot damage triggers at the start of your turn. Because he died. When he otherwise wouldn't. That was an overkill. I could try and heal. I don't think that's necessary. You'll heal. I guess yourself. That was a big heal. 20 crit? Wow. Alright. Goodbye. Aww. You dodged. How unfortunate. You didn't summon any beasts, bro. I didn't let you. We did it. Let's find out who these guys are. Everyone's wearing the same clothes and masks with the same pattern. Yeah, that's what uniforms usually are. Are they some kind of mercenary group? Other than their clothes, they seem pretty ordinary. I get the sense that they're from Tamageria. Judging from their conversation, there's no doubt that they put up the totem. Their mask pattern also matches the totems. But what did they build the totem for? And who's this Lord Axum they talked about? I told you. Axum my question! I don't know. If he wields some power, he should be well known. Let's go back to the village and examine their clothes and masks in detail. You're right. Let's return to the village. Acquired unidentified masks and clothes. Dun 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 dun. That was the first real quest. And we'll complete it. Press any key. You're still in the village? I thought you had already departed for the abandoned castle. Ivan, this is the dude who found us in the tutorial. And accompanied us to the city. You've still got more stuff to do in the village. We saw suspicious people in the nearby giant tree forest. They were wearing these clothes and masks. Do you know anything about them? I'm not sure. The people wearing this were walking around the giant tree forest? If from their conversation, it seems they are part of some organization. It sounded like they were planning to attack travelers. Bad guys with masks. It's my first time seeing these clothes and masks, but I feel like I know the pattern on the mask. I don't know why. You too? I had the same feeling. Emma is well versed in many subjects. She might know something about it. You should go ask her. Emma? The tough grandma? Gerom, that's rude. Strange guys wandering around the giant tree forest. We'll keep an eye on them and reinforce security for the village. I shall return to my duties. Good luck. To Emma. That's you, lady. Hello, is Emma here? Welcome back. Your investigation seems to have finished very quickly. Actually, we saw a strange group wearing these masks and clothes. Do you know anything about them? I know these. No way. That shouldn't be... Huh? You know something about this? This is the symbol of the cult. The cult. So there's only one. The cult? Do you all know the dragon Enyalius? Enyalius. Yes, the dragon that His Majesty killed decades ago. Everyone in Tamageria knows that heroic tale. When that demon dragon was still alive, there was some who treated it like a god. People called them the cult. The cult of Andraste? Ooh. Whoever gets that reference, 10 internet points. Rather than fearing the destruction caused by the demon dragon, they called it a miracle and sought the destruction of the world. In short, they were a cult of zealots. Yeah, zealotry is usually required in all cults. This pattern is a symbol of the cult. I thought the cult had disappeared entirely after the demon dragon died. This all happened decades ago, but does this mean that the cult have resumed their activities again? Let me guess, they're going to try and resurrect the dragon. Most likely, though I don't know why they have reappeared. They were trying to attack travelers. But I doubt they all gathered just to attack some travelers. It seems they've installed totems with the same pattern as the mask. They've got a leader figure, and mixed those two together, called Bale, who mentioned someone named Lord Axum in a conversation. Bale and Lord Axum. I've never heard of them. Why did they install totems? Whatever their purpose is, we can't just leave such an absurd group unchallenged. We must find their base and defeat them. But we haven't got any leads. There used to be a temple where the cult would gather in the giant tree forest. But it's in ruins now, so it's unlikely that it's their hideout. But you might find some information there. Alright, thank you, Emma. You're welcome. Well then, let's head out. Before you leave the village. Yes? Stop by the tavern and talk to the villagers. Maybe you'll find some other leads. Okay. The cult. ... How ominous. We're back to the tavern now. Welcome back. Did everything go well at the giant tree forest? Since you introduced us to those heroes, we were able to finish it safely. That's good. It looks like you finished your work. How about a drink? Actually, we don't have much time. We are gathering information about the cult. The cult? Is that the religious group that did all that bad stuff decades ago? You might have to be a little more specific. Yes. Do you know something? No. That was a long time ago. How about asking some of the customers? That was the most not convincing no I've heard. Not what I said. I was just reading the text, but what he said. Even if you don't get exactly what you're looking for, you might still get some other useful information. Great. That wasn't very helpful. A mage. I'm gonna pick up the mage. Should I pick up the mage? Probably. A warlock. Oh yeah, and there's traits too. It's exactly like the Darkest Dungeon traits, except not quite as bad. Actually, they're not, because they usually, from what I saw, were like good and bad mixed together, instead of horrific and good. Like this, delicate. A very vulnerable personality. 5% crit rate, 20% crit power, 5% damage multiplier, minus 50% mental control. I don't know what mental control is. If you fall into a coma, you have a 10% chance to recover from it. Activate once per battle, does not stack. But, minus 20% lice resistance, minus 20% blind resistance, minus 20% mesmerize resistance. That sounds not so great, honestly. Dark attack plus 2 on a warrior? Sketch. what I'm kind of interested in trying is 3 frontline, like real frontline. Because one thing about the Druid is I have a line heal. This. Yeah, it heals a whole line, and the front line is far more likely to take damage than the back line. So if I can be consistently healing 3 people at once, that's pretty good value for my heal. But on the other side of that coin, healing my own back line, where the Druid is, can help ensure the Druid doesn't die. Just a thought. Alright, let's go to the church. That's where they're telling me to go, I think. Oi, this gate was closed before. There seems to be a mass today. Be quiet in the chapel. This is a sacred place. Oops. Sorry. Are you the father here? My name is Lucas, the priest in charge of the parish of Latebra. This is your first visit, right? She is the successor to Tamageria's throne, Her Highness ARIA. My name is Tila, the princess's paladin escort. Your Highness ARIA, the fact that you've come to Latebra means you must be on the pilgrimage. You've traveled quite a long way from the capital. I am honored to make your acquaintance, Father Lucas. You will need God's blessing for the pilgrimage. I shall pray for you. Thank you for your kindness. By the way, Tila, why are you so polite to him? The paladins and the church were originally one and the same. Father Lucas holds a higher position than I. Ah, I see. It's an issue of rank. Rank is the foundation for the continued existence of Tamageria and the Paladins. If you're going to keep talking, please do it outside. Once again, please remain quiet in the chapel. My apologies, Father Lucas. But you know, the chapel sure is the perfect place to take a nap. How can you be so impudent? Thank you for your prayers, Father Lucas. So this is something I also forgot about. Like I said, I completed the first main quest and then was like, okay, I'm going to play around with classes to see what I like. And the many, many, many attributes. But for 100 gold, you can bless one hero. I'm pretty sure it blesses your current equipped group. So if we're going to change the group, I don't want to press this button. If there are any dead heroes, you can resurrect them here. So slightly kinder than Darkest Dungeon. And upgrading it allows you to bless more heroes and reduces the cost of them. Mental state of heroes on break will increase by 1. Max number of blessings will increase to 2. Mental state of heroes on break will increase by 1. Oh yeah, if you have extra heroes... should I do this? Target self. Plus 30% harmful effect resistance. Sure, I'll do it. Why not? Okay, so... you can see down here the mental stat. The way that you get rested, you get the slight bonus and experience bonus, is by leaving them out. Please stop talking. Is to leave them in town while you're out doing a quest. And there are repeatable quests, which I was kind of expecting. Oh, do I have to go to here again? Yeah, okay. Okay, good. So after we do that, we should be completely done with the tutorial, but we'll do that next time. Because we're already 45 minutes in. So, I might switch up the party real quick. I haven't done a warrior at all. I don't remember... I don't think the Charmer is a frontliner. Kind of want to... There are too many things that I want, team. What if I just buy Theodore and leave him in town? Small Monster Hunter. When attacking small enemies, gain 10% extra damage accuracy. Blah, 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 blah. Well, I'll think about this later. So, thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. This is ARIA Chronicle. I am super excited because it combines JRPG elements. The game that comes to mind the most is Etrian Odyssey, which I love dearly. I have a lot of them. Etrian Odyssey with some like Darkest Dungeon, dungeon crawling elements, and I can't wait to play more. It's gonna kill my voice, but I've kind of just embraced that fact. I'm ready to sacrifice my voice for this game, which is pretty high praise if I do say so myself. So, I'm gonna have to remember to go to places so that they stop talking like that. So, let me know what you think of the game, of my voices. Do you want me to just cut out the story bits? That would just ruin the JRPG. Never mind. I mean, you can tell me if you want that, but it's probably not going to happen. Yeah. And what you would like to see, what you think would work together. This is the best part of games like this, by the way, is combining all of the millions of class combinations. Like, there's skills that each class has, talents that each class has. Half of these, I think, are just generic stuff, though. There's the traits that can be... Oh, I didn't even know this. Expertise, body type, personality, habit, and jinx. I don't know if this can be changed. ARIA is apparently key person. Will not die even if in a continued state of coma. Will not retreat during battle. That would be a great personality trait to have. I'm just a key person, so I can't die. And then, of course, there's items as well. Look at this attribute list. Alright. But that'll be it for today. Again, thank you for watching. I hope that you're as excited as I am for ARIA Chronicle, or, you know, at least mildly interested. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.